Video that could honestly be from an action movie. This is a robbery in Southwest Houston that got the feds' attention because these bad guys took dozens of guns that are still missing. You're watching Fox 26 Crime Files. I'm Abigail Dye. Now, that violent robbery is something we don't see every day. Ski masks, victims on the floor. I mean, that's complete chaos. Matthew Seedorf has this exclusive.
New dramatic video from Friday's pawnshop robbery. 3 masked thieves inside Cash America Pawn in Southeast Houston wearing navy and black. One suspect making a worker open the safe, a second dragging the staff member into the room at gunpoint.
The fact that they move in quick and it's almost like they have been inside the store before, or at least had knowledge of kind of how the store is laid out.
This robber frantically smashing locked cases. Another holding a gun to the back of an employee's neck for what must have seemed like an eternity. The thieves stealing jewelry, almost $20,000, and at least 34 firearms.
Here recently, we've seen a slight uptick in these robberies. So we don't know if we're dealing with a crew that has done this before or if this is something new to them. But nonetheless, our main concern is bringing these individuals into custody before they end up hurting somebody.
Stolen guns, a major problem right now across Houston. Last year, more than 4,000 firearms taken from inside cars alone.
We've had apartment complexes with 40, 50, 60 cars broken into and nothing missing. They're looking for guns.
The initial act obviously was egregious and violent, but the additional concern is, where are these firearms going? And who are they going to, and how are they going to be used?
ATF now offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of these 3 pawnshop thieves. Reporting in Houston, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
An entire family, including young children, seeing something horrific that they won't ever forget. Fox 26's Dominique Keith spoke with the family who had to watch a deadly shooting.
Here outside Garza's tire shop is where a man spent his last moments alive. Tragically, 3 little children had to witness that fatal shooting.
It was a scary moment for him.
Scary not only for the owner of Garza's tire shop here on Lockwood Drive, who's speaking with us through an interpreter, but also for his wife and 3 children who were visiting him at work.
The kids were playing around and people just come pull up and they start shooting each other. So it kind of traumatizing for him.
Surveillance video captured the chaos. 53-year-old Dwayne Robinson was driving this light brown pickup truck before he was shot to death. And according to witnesses, the gunman was in this maroon SUV. Anthony Ray Gardner has been arrested for the shooting. Court records show in 2001, Gardner killed a man by beating him with a bat. Now Gardner is charged with murdering Robinson and being a felon in possession of a firearm.
One guy started shooting the other guy, and it happened too fast that when he came out, he just seen the man just bleeding.
Witnesses thought the victim would survive.
The man that got shot, he thought he was going to live because he got shot, he fell to the ground, got up again, walked around the truck.
The tire shop owner and his workers are now praying for the man to rest in peace.
It's hard, but, we just turn on candles, pray for him and, for the family, and hope everything comes out well.
In fact, here in this small business, they write a different positive message for customers every day after recently opening.
He says, well, we started from zero. 4 months ago, we just opened it, hoping, to succeed in this business. Like, we give out good customer service.
A new business that his children now want him to abandon.
They were begging him to stay home. They're like, hey, Daddy, don't go to work today. After what happened yesterday, they were crying until they went to school.
The shop owner says he's now praying for protection for his customers and his company and peace for his children. In Northeast Houston, I'm Dominique Keith, Fox 26 News.
If you thought going to the dentist was scary to begin with, this story is going to freak you out. 2 men were arrested in Houston for being fake dentists, practicing unlicensed, and one of them is charged with groping a victim during her appointment. 2 fake dentists accused of practicing unlicensed for years.
I just saw 4 cops coming out the suite from the back, and basically, yeah, they arrested some guy.
Fernando was at work in this West Houston office building when police arrested Alberto Flores and Jose Uzeta from their suite. Fernando says he saw a lot of people in and out of that suite over time. That's now locked and empty with an envelope from the building taped to the door.
It actually is kind of weird because they did have a window, but they had it covered.
So they had a window at one point, but then a wall went up?
Yeah, exactly.
Records show that police were there because a woman reported that Uzeta, who she believed was a legitimate dentist, groped and fondled her.
Even though there were dentists over there. So it actually just surprised me that they did stuff inappropriate here in the same building that I work for.
It's really heinous behavior, really preying on the underserved in Harris County that are less likely to report these kinds of things to authorities.
Michael Haddad is prosecuting the case. He says these fake dentists likely target specific victims.
They may not have insurance. They may not be citizens. They may not want to even report these kinds of things to police because they don't know what will happen to them.
He says the suspects admit to meeting in dental school in Mexico, then came here. Flores admitting to practicing in Harris County for 5 years. Uzeta practicing for more than 20.
You don't know if you're actually safe.
Haddad is encouraging any other victims to come forward.
We do know that all of their clients were referrals, so there could possibly be hundreds. We don't know.
A sex offender gets a get-out-of-jail-free card after failing to register time after time again. Randy Wallace has the story in his Breaking Bond series.
In 1996, Jerome Desra Howard is convicted of aggravated sexual assault of a child. The victim, a 13-year-old girl.
You're going to register for life because that's a very serious offense.
Howard had different plans.
He's got 4 felony convictions of failure to comply with the sex offender registry.
3 of those convictions sent Howard to state jail. For some unknown reason, he got probation in 2015 for the 4th conviction.
For the same offense, you get put on probation. I can't figure that one out. It makes 0 rhyme or reason.
We have to help them kind of undo some thinking patterns.
Judy O'Brien is a licensed sex offender treatment provider.
He probably knows how to beat the system. He probably knows and wants to beat the system because that's a game.
It's a game Howard would win. In 2020, the court filed this order unsatisfactorily discharging Howard from community supervision. That's not a legal term and is apparently only used by judges in Harris County.
He was rewarded for being a failure.
I think he was just trying to beat the system, like he could get away with it.
Looks like he kind of did.
Looks like he kind of did. 4 times.
Last year, Howard is charged with possession with intent to deliver meth, his 6th criminal charge. Still, a magistrate grants Howard a PR bond or get-out-of-jail-free card.
A few months later, he just decides, you know what, thank you, PR bond, but I'm just not going to show up in court. He doesn't show up in court. So now he's on a bond forfeiture.
That changed just last week when Howard was arrested and charged with assaulting a Houston police officer and possession with intent to deliver meth.
I think he's showing that he's a career criminal. I think it's showing that his behaviors have escalated over time.
Howard is currently jailed with no bond. Of course, that could change when he appears in court on January 30th. Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
Murdered just days after his 20th birthday. The family of Malachi Lopez is begging for answers as to who shot and killed this young man.
Happy birthday to you.
This video was taken 3 days before Malachi Lopez was killed.
How old are you?
20.
All we have are the sweet smile, the memories, the videos. Our child is gone.
All I want is one more hug, one more kiss, or to tell him one more time I'm so proud of him. Just one more time and I can't have it.
His mom Shantae and his grandma Leslie say that Malachi graduated high school early. He started a clothing business and he still made time for his family.
He joined the entire family. We all went to Disney in October and had the best time ever.
On November 18th, constables from Precinct 4 responded to South Cashel Oaks Drive, near Malachi's apartment, where they found him with a gunshot wound. He died the next morning at the hospital. Malachi's family says he was planning to go out with friends to celebrate his birthday, but was shot while waiting for his friend to pick him up.
I just don't understand. I just need someone to please help and say something if they saw something. Please help to bring them justice.
Investigators are reviewing security footage and other evidence, while Malachi's family is asking anyone who knows what happened to please speak up.
Someone had to have seen something, or they know something. Please, we're begging them.
An 11-year-old forced to fight at gunpoint, all caught on camera. And of course, this mom says this happened after her son went to school. And clearly, she's very terrified and heartbroken. Fox 26's Jade Fleury tells us the story.
Lucia Longoria says she wants to transfer her son out of Alief ISD after he was attacked at gunpoint by a group of older teens. Longoria says her 11-year-old son was walking home from Budawig Intermediate School last week when a group of teenagers approached him. She says they put a gun to his head and told him he had to fight another teen. A disturbing video circulating on social media shows the attack. Longoria says she now fears for her son's safety.
What those other individuals did to my son is not okay. They need to be held responsible. We need to get them off the streets, please.
Alief ISD said while the attack didn't happen on school grounds, some of those involved are current students and, quote, "We do not condone bullying of any kind and we encourage our students to make better choices." Longoria says her son's nose has been fractured from this incident. Now she says she's filing charges against those teens. Reporting from Alief, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
That's it for this week's Fox 26 Crime Files. I'm Abigail Dye. We'll see you next time.